Boot, 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 bobbing along. Hi, we're Stuart and Emmie Bobson. We started living aboard our 57-foot narrowboat Annie and exploring the UK canals back in 2022. We're just back from a little vlogging break and picking back up where we left off. Last summer we were on the River Trent and about to head on to the scary tidal section when our engine broke down for the last time. It turned out the skin tank, or cooling system, had always been too small for the engine, which overheated on the river and blew the head gasket. 3 engineers confirmed that the engine should be replaced and a larger skin tank should be fitted. The work couldn't be done in the water though, let alone on the river, so we had to be towed, then lifted out of the water and transported by road to Thorne, which is where our last vlog left off. So you join us now in Thorne to work on the boat and say farewell to our old engine.
We knew it'd be at least a few weeks before the engine arrived, so while we were paying for the hard standing, it was time to get on with all those horrible jobs that we've been putting off doing.
Starting with our gas locker.
Ooh, it's pretty overdue for a clean out in here. Got all this rust.
The gas locker is a small space in the front of the boat where we keep 2 big gas bottles for our gas hob and oven. Wow, there's a lot of rubbish in there.
This is the metal cleaned up and about ready for some rust converter.
Really?
And this bit?
Yeah, that's where it's quite bad really. Try putting it a bit more side on.
Like this?
Yeah, because then you might should pick up more of the loose bits.
Around the gunnels is one of those problem areas. It tends to degrade quickly anyway, and you get a few knocks and scrapes there. So it's nice to be able to do that while we've got that out of the water. Even if we were sort of just looking for things to do.
Boop.
While we wait to get the engine done, we're touching up the paintwork, and I have been painting the gas locker because that was pretty ganky.
So you can see some of the pits in here. This has been scraped out, drilled out, everything kitted out, and then last night or yesterday we fur tanned it and then just left it. And now it's ready for some primer.
It's so bright. Right.
Can I have the paint?
Can't really understand the words you're saying. Crowd standing.
Boop.
Just thought I'd have a little catch up. It's Saturday. Emmie went to her grand's yesterday because she's working today, and I am going this afternoon to go catch up with her. We've been out of the water for about a week now, so we got moved here on Tuesday. It's not even a week. We got moved here on Tuesday, and then we've spent every day since basically just touching up the lower parts of the paintwork. We fully repainted the gunnels actually, and the back stripe we've sort of half repainted. We've done some of the paintwork on the front, and we've fully repainted, stripped, fur tanned and repainted the front locker, which is why I'm still here. So last night I got a second coat of locker paint, which is like bilge paint, which is I think just a bit harder wearing than generic boat paint. It's like garage floor paint, I think, where it's like it's a hard wearing paint. I'm going to try and get a third coat on it this morning. Well, I am going to get a third coat on it this morning. Maybe a fourth. We'll see. Second coat done, and a bit more paint in my hair. I honestly, I should wear a hat when I go into that gas locker to paint. That's what Emmie's been doing, but it gets so hot in there. It just, yeah, I can't quite do it. So I've just got to put up with having painty hair for a couple of days until it falls out. I'm going to, what am I going to do next? Have a little sort out, try and get rid of some rubbish, sort my plants out, and then probably have a bite to eat and leave. I think I'm done. In a way, while I don't want to leave Annie, I never want to leave Annie, almost looking forward to having some time away from painting and doing this sort of stuff.
Boop.
I am knackered, I look knackered, I feel knackered, but I think I'm ready to go. The boat's in a horrible state, but the gas locker's painted, the gunnel's painted, and I've booked my train ticket, and I just need to get to the station and set off. See you in a few days, Annie.
Boop. It's Wednesday the 14th of August, and today our old engine is being removed. So we're all go, well, Stu is all go, preparing the engine bay for that to happen.
Cut out the other pipes nicely, cut through with that pipe.
Stu, you've just had a bit of a time taking this panel off the side because the engine is all enclosed in lots of wooden boxes.
That's all that carbon that was shooting out the engine. That's off the batteries.
Oof. So Alec is coming to take the engine out this morning, and he's going to weld new skin tanks to the outside of Annie. Once that's done, we need to scrape out, de-rust, repaint the engine bay, and also redo the blacking over the skin tanks. And then hopefully our new engine will arrive in not too long away, and we should be good to go. Here's our bed covered in stuff from the engine bay.
I really hate these little head screws because it's not a proper bolt. It can be unbolted from the outside. I don't know why this used to come off quite easy. Or did it? Am I thinking something else? I might be thinking something else.
Okay, Stu, are we ready?
Ish. I think so, yeah. More of the engine bay can come apart, but I think we've hit a point where, I guess to an extent, we might be not causing more harm, but making more work for later if we take too much more out.
And it might not be needed. We don't know how much needs to come out. So let's pause.
Yeah.
And wait for Alec.
Yeah. I have to confess, I've never really looked at the back of our control panel. It's not badly done. I've seen some where people have like soldered them together, which is absolutely what you do not do. It's got the little clips everywhere. It's a little bit sprawling maybe, but it doesn't look too bad to me, to my
plebeian eyes. Shame it's all going to get removed, really. Goodbye, Annie's engine. You kept us on our toes, didn't you? Such a good little engine, sometimes. I noticed this morning that's loads of a diesel around the injector pins and all sorts of other stuff. I think it was just getting ready to have more and more issues. It's time.
It looks so small now, it's out of the tiny space it was in.
And that looks weird. It's so small now.
Boop.
That's the sound of our epoxy going. It was nice to have it for 1 month. This is a skin tank so far. So the entrance and the exit, top and bottom, the little holes, and then the T shape, I guess, is the back of it and the baffle at the front.
Well, I haven't been involved at all. I've been video editing and doing work all day, like indoors, but it's looking good. Alex coming back tomorrow to finish welding the skin tank, and Stu is clearing the bed so we can sleep in it tonight, and I'm quickly making a curry bag. Put tofu and chickpeas in this. We used to eat a lot of these curry bags, which are great when you're too tired to cook. Boop.
So this is where Alec, our welder, got to last night. So essentially assembled the bones of it, put the baffle on in the middle so it runs all the way down and then across. In terms of cooling, it's quite big. It's about, well, he said it's about 6 foot long, a bit over 6 foot long, but it's the required size for the Beauty Marine 38. And then he's gonna do something with the bottom here, seal it all up, and then pressure test it today and do some stuff in the engine bay, I think.
The work is loud and it sounds really difficult, and I'm very impressed with the skills. But also the power is off, it smells like burning metal, and everything is off, so we can't get any water.
Yeah, and I think we're running out of jobs to do, but look.
Well, not really, I'm just really tired of looking at a computer screen. Look at what? Oh, were you filming making that?
Nah.
Oh, then that doesn't make any sense.
But I made a thing to make this thing look tidier.
Did you even film that there was a thing sticking out or flappy?
This would have been in the background, I'm sure.
I'm not sure it would, but basically this USB charger, Stu installed it, but it was too deep for the wall, so it was just sort of hanging out, and we've been using it to charge our phones, but it's been hanging out looking really ugly. I don't think I'm not looking at the camera, I've been looking at that on the screen. But yeah, he's made a beautiful box, so it's actually affixed to the wall properly. Very exciting, looks much better.
It's really over-engineered as well.
Is it? Why?
A little bit.
It looks really neat.
Yeah.
Always a reassuring sight to see your boat on fire. Hooray!
Of course, not really on fire. It's just smoke from the welding on the other side.
This is Alec's pressure tester, the little blue box with water in it. He's pressure testing the new skin tank. When you can hear a little bubbling noise, that's him just welding up a leak in the skin tank. And there's our finished skin tank, ready for some fresh epoxying.
Meanwhile, I've been drawing our friends' boats. Boop!
So this is the skin tank that Alec fitted for us. It's just over 6 foot long. It's basically got a great big baffle running down the centre of it, and then 2 entrance ports, an entrance and exit port. So basically the engine will cycle the water round there to cool it, and it's the exact size that Beta Marine suggest for 38 horsepower engine. So I'm just now, it's pretty good. I'm just going to scratch it up a bit so that the epoxy sticks. So this is Jotun mastic, and the first task was getting the lid off. So this is the actual resin paint, and then this is the hardening compound. You mix it 3.5 to 1. So for every 3.5 litres, you use 1 litre of the resin hardener. And apparently it goes solid in about 2 hours, and any brushes you've used are absolutely ruined. So for every coat we do, we're going to go through a brush, which is quite a lot.
Boop!
So, new blacking epoxy on the skin tank. It's already touch dry, which is nice. It's a bit soft still, but it's touch dry. I don't think I'm going to get a second coat on that today, but I've got the whole of the engine bay to do and to sort. Big job. So
we'll share that next month. Thank you so much for watching. It was strange to edit footage that's nearly a year old now. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please boop the like button, and we always love to chat in the comments. Have a lovely month. Bye.